topic. The first about the education, the second is about the social independence and the others. So what is our topic and our project? So this is the next. So for this specifically, we know 85% from this data we know, training institutes are experiencing difficulties during the pandemic and have been overcome by the government. Please our delegates imagine this data. As far we know, and 80% have experimental setbacks and from the specifically fields, many fields from the social, education, and the others. So please our delegate, we from the young millennial from Indonesia, we must solve this problem and this case. So from this specifically background, we can have a project. Okay, for the main topic is about the socio-educational in Indonesia. What is the socio-educational? I need to your answer, our delegates. What is the socio-educational? If you can answer it, please raise your hand. What is the socio-educational? Please, I need your response, our delegates. Okay? Yes? Socio-educational for the specifically.
Okay, socialpreneur is entrepreneurship program that can solve the problems and that can solve the problem. Thank you.
Okay, that is correct, Mrs. Okay, that is correct. So this is the main topic from our project. So to solve this problem, we build a project, namely Sepia.id. What is Sepia.id? So, if you want to know about the Sepia.id, I want to tell and I want to call my partner, namely Jessica Mariana. Wait, I want to call my partner. Okay, please. Hello, Jessica Mariana.
Hello, Kak Ilham.
Tes. Okay, hello, Jessica Mariana.
Hello, Kak Ilham. Okay. Hello, young leaders. Hello, everyone.
Okay, Jessica Mariana. Please tell me about what is Sepia.id.
Okay, first of all, my name is Jessica Mariana, and I want to explain about Sepia.id. And Sepia.id is a socio-edupreneur Indonesia. It's a platform for all of age in this all world, like Indonesia or Turkish and all of the world. Can be learning programs for learners and educators without any age of limit for use to achieve a higher quality of life. And the program provided can be in the form of offline and online. Next, our purpose is when Sepia.id can becomes the community empowerment to improve innovation or business idea with strong competitiveness and attractiveness. And Sepia.id can educate sustainable environment-friendly ways of living applicable to the community. So, belum Kak? Before. And this is our logo and our barcode for you guys that want to searching Sepia.id. If you searching of Sepia.id, it already and you guys can get it. So let's do it. And next, and to make our program can be developed, we have some vision and mission. And for our vision is empowering communities through improving quality accessibility in Indonesia. And to make our vision can be materialized, we have three missions. First is build a training network in appropriate context to increase the potential of the community. And the second is organizing events to empower the communities, creative economy. And the last is provide land to project the result of the training. Next. And our target market is educators and learners for any of age. So we guys can join the Sepia.id. And we educate anyone to be someone with barriers to collaboration in diversity. Next. This is our project path. The program was started, so this is our project path. The start we have to coordination meeting, so we guys can give the opinions what the themes of our programs and make the teamwork to make our programs can be to make the we guys make the teamwork. And next is social media. So we built our social media like Instagram, Facebook, website, and application. So we make the application. And next is to make this program success through social media, we coordinate with a media partner to widely spread the programs that we plan to conduct and present various reliable speakers in their fields. The overall programs that have been conducted will be presented through a webinar, and also the respondent will be given us a test about webinar that we hold. And we do the webinar and we get the experiment output from our respondent or our respondent to give us the form feedback. Okay, next. Next is according to statistical bureau data, we can look the trend of socialization development, training development, and trends of mentoring. For all enterprise in Indonesia tends to decrease over time. Even though trend of training development increase from year to year, it is considerable still low. So you guys can see it. And that's why Sepia.id exists to help solve those problems such as through webinar that we have done. Okay, next.
Okay guys, please, I need your attention. So for our program, we have the 3 ways and 3 methods to develop our program, namely Sepia.id. So this our program. The first is to make a webinar, the second to experimental, and the third is to need a feedback from our respondent and to scale by them. And all of our method we read in our guidebook in here. So for my team can distribute all of this guidebook. Thank you.
So you guys can get the guidebook if we have this more, but you guys can search Sepia.id. Sorry, technical meeting. And this is our budget breakdown, so you guys can see our budget for this program. And on the budget we need various things such as the Zoom meeting, the gift of games because we do the webinar. Next is media partner, and next is print the manual book, and we buy the domain and hosting for make our website. And it's the total amount we spend is 859,000 rupiah. Next.
Okay guys, this our first webinar is namely to process our Geekbits to become probiotic liquid. So why probiotic liquid? Because respondent can make it by self, and to develop our entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship by myself in in home. So based on trial and error, we have to solve from the many problems for our respondent.
And this is the event, the second event that we do. The second webinar is how to build your business through community, and I give the learning about how to make organic math, and we get the experiment output from our respondent. And this is the matcha, and this is the ingredient that we need. It's like matcha powder, rice flour, milk powder, and the result is like matcha organic math. And we get the advantage of this and disadvantage from our webinar. So next, this is the result.
The result of webinar 1. You can see from this slide, 42 respondents give 10 score, right? And the 85% respondent are satisfied with the webinar 1. From this data, we can conclude all of respondents can suitable and appropriate from our webinar and can develop this webinar by itself.
And the result of the second webinar is we get the 66.7% respondents give 9 score, and it means that people who come to our webinar make satisfied for our webinar, and 100% respondents are satisfied with the second webinar. So next.
So we just done to make webinar. We also make the application and website from Sepia.id. So this our application and our website, you can see. Okay, this app interface, design interface from our website. So for our team can distribute about this application.
You guys can see in our group, WhatsApp group.
Okay, for the Mr. Afif, can to see from judges our website. Okay, so we make the application and make a website too. Why we make application and website? Because we can to spread our material and to educate many people in the world to know about our material and our project. So that is the reason why we choose to make application and website too. So this is our program, output for our program. The first two we make about the Facebook social media account. The first Facebook, the second is Instagram. From this Instagram, we have to get to 2,000 followers, right? And the third is Sepia.id website. You can search Sepia.id in your Google. And the fourth is to Sepia.id application to develop our program. So next.
Sorry to interrupt, but you have 2 minutes left.
Okay, so this is the person to make success of Sepia.id.
Yes, this is the great people behind the success of Sepia.id. You guys can come to this stage.
So this is the Sepia.id member. Okay, so this is the Sepia.id member to Deya have a success the background and have to contribute in our project. So this is our team including Jessica Mariana.
Yes, I'm Jessica Mariana.
Muhammad Afif. Yes, I'm Muhammad Afif. Nabila Putri. Deya Septiadi. Safura Hijriana. Ilham Muhammad. And Nurjana Sat. Alfat. Nuril Iza. Agnia. Nindya Rizki. And Sukma Watri.
So this is the great people behind the Sepia.id. Please give us the applause for us.
Okay, for the last is this final statement for us. Learning without the thinking is useless, but thinking without the learning is very dangerous. Sepia.id be a game changer. Please,
Once again. Okay. Once again.
please, the all participant, the finger is don't like this, but Sepia.id like this. Okay. Sepia.id,
Be the game changer.
Thank you. Okay, for the last, I want to. When our delegates, I want to give you pantunin bahasa, right? Burung iyan, burung cendrawasih. Cukup sekian dan terima kasih.
Thank you guys for your attention.
Thank you for the presentation. Now the time for panelists to give any comment or maybe a question. Thank you.
Okay, group 9. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, again and again, I watched a very good presentations and wonderful idea and thoughts, and that's awesome. Okay, my questions is only one. I think it is a good platform to the society, especially in this pandemic area. So the big challenge of platform, especially online platform, is how to introduce to the society. So do you have any plan to promote your online platform to society? So it can be the one of solutions to any country of the world to the fields of anything. Do you have any idea how to promote it to the society? Because it is a good and a brilliant platform. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, judges. So this interesting question for us. Yes, let me to answer your question. How do we develop this program and to inform our society, right, about this program? So the first step to develop this program, we cooperate with our media partner, right? From this second slide. Second slide. Third slide. Sorry. Third slide. Next. Okay, this our sponsorship and our media partner, right, to develop this program. For the second, we have to social media have the followers is reach 1,000, right? 1,000 from Instagram, and we have to about the website and application. And our application will to show and will to upload in our Play Store maybe around 2 months after this Istanbul Summit, right? So from that's the method we have to get the feedback more from our respondent to know what is our negative and our weakness from this project, and to solve it we have to get training of the method to solve this program. So that is the answer. Thank you. Maybe.
Let me add some more. So we plan to conduct some campaigns more in Indonesia when we come back there, and then we try to elaborate with government. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer. Any additional from the panelists? Yeah. Yes, please, sir.
That was great. Thank you. My question is very simple. What would be Sepia.id look like in the next 5 years? If you could just answer that. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. As we know, our program is to educate everyone in the world, especially in Indonesia. So after this program, we make like a website application because we want our program is for long term. So after this program, we will do the next step. Our next step is about agriculture and the other sources in Indonesia. As we know that our problem in Indonesia is like we have so much natural resources, but we have a limit about the skill of the human. So we will do the next step is like make join to some village in Indonesia to educate how to build and manage about agriculture. So our agriculture is ready to be exported to the other world. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional answer? Okay. So we'll open the floor for the question from the delegates who would like to ask. Okay. Mr. who were the cultural thing. Yeah. What was the name? Okay, please introduce yourself, sir, and with which group you come.
Well, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bagja Gali Nuryadi and I come from Group 8 Economy. Well, I would like to ask to you guys, Group 9, you shared that landing page of your application before, but you didn't share it in the PowerPoint. But I would like to ask that how feature or what kind of feature you delivered to the people, to the community. I mean that you run in the economic side and the educational side. So what kind of feature from your application? Thank you.
Okay, let me to answer your question. Right. So this our application. So we have the many feature in here. The first because we from the government group. So we have the many fields, right? Including the first about the government. There is government as the main topic. The second about the economic. The third about the community development. The fourth is about education. Five about the healthcare, and the six is about to cultural. It's about cultural. From this application, we have to write about our context. So if you have the feedback and critical, you can write and you can tell us from this information, this context, and from this feature, like for specifically, we connect to from this application with our website, right? From our website, you can check Sepia.id. You can see about our presentation, right? About our webinar, about our feature from our application, like government specifically, and medicine and other features. So there is the answer. Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much for the answer and question. And we still have time. And I'd like to give one more opportunity to the delegates. Okay, the back one. Yeah. Yes, you are, sir. You are, exactly, yeah. Mister. Yes, how can I explain? Yeah, you are, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunities to give me question for the group Sepia.id. My question is there any offline event that Sepia.id made or the Sepia.id or just make the online event like webinar or social media application? Because in your presentation there is just application, there is just webinar and like social media. My question is there any offline event that Sepia.id made? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. For the long term, we will hold offline webinar. So first webinar that we will hold is a webinar about how to make for children. We will help webinar for children, so they can have knowledge about how to make some games by themselves. So yes, not only for online but offline too. Anyone let me let me add some more. So, as we know, in this pandemic era, so all the things that we do is must be in online platforms. So, for this time, we only do the webinar, but in the long term, as Kajana mentioned, that we want to, you know, help some trainings. For example, if we want to train some farmers in the village, and then we don't only help the webinar or training for them, but we also guide them to have some more productive activities for the export and the other activities. Yeah, for instance, like that. So it's not only about to educate, but also to improve their entrepreneurial.
Because Kasukma from the village that from Balikpapan, she has want to educate people, educate children to make some webinars or seminars. If webinars is for online, and Kasukma will educate people, educate children to make the offline seminar. So we guys can educate from online, and Kasukma can be educate the children from offline. So like you guys know what I mean. Like we from I mean like we are from the laptop. So Kasukma from the real teacher for educate the children. So this is our offline program. So this is our answer.
Okay, guys, please follow me about the Sepia.id, right? Like before, Sepia.id be a game changer. Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Sepia.id be a game changer.
Thank you so much from the group 9. And okay, let's move to the next group.
Thank you so much, guys, for your attention.
Before that, please come to the table of master of ceremony.
Gitu,
Sanitize your
gitu,
hand.
gitu, gitu.